Hi and welcome to a new episode of White Coat. As a continuation to our campaign about obesity, weight loss, and wellness, today will be an extraordinary episode with extraordinary guests. Today we'll show you another level of taking care of the disease of obesity and another definitive treatment and alternative for treating the disease of obesity and its complications. Not just that, but we have some live testimonials from those patients who have got those surgeries done and how it changed their life for better quality life. Today we'll talk about robotic bariatric surgeries. And it's my pleasure and honor to host those robotic bariatric surgeries pioneer and expert in California, Dr. Bhasker-Rao, and his team and his registered dietitian, Courtney Max, to show us a new dimension in the treatment of obesity. And as you know by now, for interaction with the program, send in all your questions and concerns to our official Facebook page, White Coat, or to talk to our extraordinary guest today. If you have any questions about robotic bariatric surgeries, you can talk to those phone numbers that will be shown on the screen. You can call those phone numbers at any time during the episode. أعزائي مشاهدي قنوات الكرمة وأعزائي مشاهدي برنامج وايت كوت في كل مكان في العالم، بحب أرحب بيكم في حلقة جديدة من وايت كوت. الحقيقة النهاردة حلقة غير عادية مع ضيوف غير عاديين في نفس الوقت. هتبقى حلقة رائعة جدا، هتورينا بعد جديد من العلاج الحديث جدا للسمنة. هنتكلم فيها على العمليات اللي بتتعمل لعلاج السمنة، مش بس العمليات الجراحية، ولكن النهارده معانا واحد من رواد العمليات الجراحية دي بيعملها بالروبوتس أو اللي هو زي إنسان آلي بيستخدمه استخدام كامل في العمليات دي. هو تقريبا رائد المجال ده في كاليفورنيا كلها، إذا ما كانش في الساحل الغربي كله هنا في أمريكا. دكتور بابي راو. كمان هيبقى معانا الستاف بتاعه كورتني ماكس، هي ريجسترد دايتيشن. هتعلمنا ازاي نفكر في ده قبل العمليه وازاي حياتنا هتختلف بعد العمليات دي من عمليات السمنه. معانا كمان شهادات حيه من البيشنتس اللي عملوا العمليات دي وازاي العمليات دي غيرت حياتهم لشكل افضل كتير. هيكون معانا واحد من البيشنتس دول النهارده، وهيكون معانا شهادات حيه مصوره مع البيشنتس اللي اتعملت لهم العمليات دي. وزي ما انا قلت النهارده معانا ضيف غير عادي، هو رائد المجال ده، هو رقم واحد تقريبا في المجال ده كله اللي بيعمل عمليات السمنة كلها بالروبوت. هنشوف فيديوهات ازاي بتتعمل، النتائج بتاعها اكتر من رائعة. زي ما حضراتكم عارفين دلوقتي، اذا عندكم اي اسئلة على عمليات السمنة بشكل عام، تبعتوا لنا على صفحتنا الرئيسية على الفيسبوك وايت كوت زي ما حضراتكم شايفينها قدامكم على الشاشة، او لو حضراتكم عندكم اي اسئلة عن طبيعة العمليات دي، انهي بيشنتس، وده كله هنناقشه النهارده، انهي مرضى اللي بيبقوا جود كانديديت للعمليات دي، مرحله ما بعد العمليه، لانه العمليات دي تقريبا بتبقى من غير نزيف تماما. هتشوفوا حضراتكم يعني شيء اعجازي بكل المقاييس النهارده. متحمس جدا، حلقه زي ما انا قلت غير عاديه هتبقى مع حضراتكم النهارده. لو عندكم اي اسئله كلموا الرقم اللي موجود على الشاشه دلوقتي عشان تتكلموا مع الضيوف بتوعنا النهارده او الضيف بتاعنا النهارده دكتور بابي راو، أو إذا عندكم أي أسئلة تبعتوها لنا على الفيسبوك. ويلا بينا نبتدي فقرات برنامجنا النهاردة من وايت كوت.
Are you tired of being overweight? Do you suffer from diabetes? Do you suffer from hypertension? Do you suffer from obstructive sleep apnea? Do you suffer from hypercholesterolemia? Have you suffered from heart attacks in the past? Strokes in the past? Are you tired of being ostracized in public? Well, I have a solution for you. Robotic bariatric surgery. This can completely change your life. Hello, I'm Dr. Bhasker-Rao. I am a minimally invasive bariatric surgeon out in Rancho Mirage area. I specialize in weight loss surgery. I offer 3 different procedures. All 3 of these procedures are very commonly utilized here in the United States. One thing that's very unique about our program in that we have a dietitian, and you will get counseled on what to eat, what not to eat, and how to optimize the utilization of your tool for good weight loss.
Our God is an awesome God. He has given us so much. Family, friends, a roof over our heads, food on the table, and His greatest gift ever, His only begotten Son, crucified for our salvation. Isn't it time to give back? Alkarma TV, millions for Christ.
Hi, my name is Courtney Markey. I am a registered dietitian. I specialize in bariatrics. I work here with Dr. Bobby. I see all of his patients prior to weight loss surgery. I help them learn how their diet changes before and after surgery. I get them on a little bit of weight loss prior to surgery. I really love working here and working with the bariatric patients. They are very motivated to get the weight off and to improve their health. My favorite thing is to hear a patient not just look better, but say that they feel better, feel healthier, get rid of all of their medications that they're on, and live a healthier, happier life. I love working with Dr. Bobby. He is so kind to all of his patients. He really cares about them. Anytime someone has a problem, they are on the top of his mind so that he can take care of them and make sure everything is going to turn out well for them. So, Dr. Bobby, I love working with you. You make the office fun, a great place to hang out. It's never scary to ask questions. All the patients are taken care of greatly. We never have to worry about anything not getting done. So thanks for that.
Hello, I'm Dr. Bobby Bhasker-Rao. I am a bariatric surgeon out in the Palm Springs area. I completed my medical school training in Loma Linda University. After that, I went out to New York, where I specialized in general surgery. I did a 6-year residency program out there. After that, I went out to UC Davis, where I specialized in weight loss surgery. More specifically, minimally invasive technique for weight loss surgery. Then I moved down here to Southern California, out in the Palm Springs area, specifically Rancho Mirage, and I've been in practice for the last 14 years. The great thing about our practice is we have a very comprehensive program that includes not just the surgery, dietitian who counsels our patients, as well as an exercise physiologist who works with our patients. As you may or may not know, bariatric surgery is not all about surgery, but it's a comprehensive type of a program that requires the support of a dietitian as well as an exercise physiologist. And of course, your patient participation. During my spare time, I love to listen to music. I also love to play music. I actually do play the guitar. And when I was back in high school, I actually was part of a little rock band. In addition to that, I love to go out to different social settings. I love concerts, love and enjoy all types of music, especially electronic music, as well as reggaeton type music. I love to travel. I've been around many parts of the world. As time permits, I try to visit as many places as I can. So our program here is based out of one of the top-notch hospitals. It happens to be in the top 100 hospitals in the United States. It's Eisenhower Medical Center. We have a Center of Excellence bariatric program here that includes the support of many physicians, including cardiologists, gastroenterologists, internal medicine docs, pulmonologists, as well as dietitians and nurses that have the experience of taking care of hundreds of our patients. Ever since I've been doing bariatric surgery, I got very interested in performing these procedures robotically. Approximately 7 years ago, I happened to be one of the first bariatric surgeons who started performing all these procedures robotically. And here at this hospital, Eisenhower Medical Center, we actually have 2 robots, and so far we've performed up to 1,000 of these procedures robotically. And we have found that it tends to be the best way to perform these operations with very minimal complications, 0 mortality, earlier return to work. It's and most patients claim to have much less pain after these type of procedures. Stay tuned for me on White Coat on Alkarma TV.
اهلا بحضراتكم مره تانية في الجزء الرئيسي النهارده في حلقتنا. زي ما انا قلت حلقه غير عاديه مع ضيوف غير عاديين كمان. واحد من الجراحين القلائل على مستوى العالم اللي بيشتغلوا بالتكنولوجي دي او بالتكنيك ده اللي هو استخدام الروبوت في عمليات السمنه. واحد من رواد المجال ده هنا في امريكا، والحقيقه بيعلم ناس كتير جدا. القصه دي زي ما انا قلت لحضراتكم قبل ما نبتدي، مستنيين مكالماتكم على الارقام الموجوده قدامنا على الشاشه، او تبعتوا لنا على صفحتنا الرئيسيه على الفيسبوك وايت كوت. هنستقبل كل اسئله حضراتكم بخصوص السمنه كمرض بشكل عام، بخصوص كل العمليات دي ازاي بتتعمل، وايه فتره النقاهه بعدها بتبقى عامله ازاي. معانا شهادات حيه من مرضى عملوا العمليات دي النهارده، فالحقيقه هتبقى حلقه ممتعه جدا. انا شخصيا كنت مستنيها من فتره ان احنا نعملها مع حد بالقيمه العلميه زي دكتور بابي راو النهارده. In the beginning, it's my pleasure and honor to welcome first time on White Coat, one of the pioneers, one of the top doctors in New York Times for 6 years in a row, Dr. Bhasker Rao. Welcome first time in White Coat.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
One of his team, Courtney Markey. Did I say it right?
Yes, that's correct.
For first time in White Coat as well. Welcome, Courtney.
Thank you.
So in the beginning, when you taught me about obesity, you told me it's a disease, right? So what's the definition of obesity in the beginning?
So obesity is basically excess of body fat. It's excess weight that you really don't need for healthy survival.
Okay.
And scientifically, we define it in terms of body mass index, which is essentially your weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters squared. So it's a ratio of your weight to height.
Okay. الحقيقه السؤال الاولاني دكتور بابي راو كان عن ايه هو تعريف السمنه. فقال لي السمنه هو انه بيبقى فيه كميات من الدهون متراكمه في اجزاء مختلفه من الجسم، وبنقيسها بحاجه اسمها مؤشر كتله الجسم او البادي ماس اندكس. وده اللي هو المؤشر اللي بيقول لنا اذا انت زايد في الوزن شويه او ايه اخبار وزنك، انت فين من السبيكترم الكبير ده. Courtney, how do we calculate the body mass index? Like if somebody now watching us, how would he does his body mass index?
So it would be a ratio of their height by their weight.
Okay.
And basically if somebody could be maybe 200 pounds, if they are 5 foot, their BMI is going to be much higher than somebody who is 6 foot tall.
Okay, so we use it as an indicator for the obesity, right?
Absolutely.
And Dr. Bobby, what is it indication for, like the degree of obesity according to the body mass index? Like here is the formula that we use on the screen. So what's the degrees of obesities, and like who would be a good candidate for a surgeries according to the BMI spectrum?
So a normal BMI is anywhere between 19 and 25. When you get to over a BMI 25, they're considered overweight.
Okay.
BMI greater than 30 would be considered obese.
Okay.
BMI greater than 35 would be severely obese.
Okay.
And greater than 40 is morbidly obese.
Okay.
So a typical candidate would be somebody who has a BMI of 40 and above, which is roughly 100 pounds over their ideal body weight.
Okay.
And if their BMI falls between 35 and 40, and in addition to being overweight, if they also suffer from diabetes, hypertension, or sleep apnea, there's several medical complications of obesity.
Like
they suffer from that,
comorbidities
like
with
comorbidities, then they would also be a candidate for surgery.
Okay.
So BMI of 35 is roughly 75 pounds over their ideal body weight.
Okay.
And a BMI greater than 40 is about 100 pounds over their ideal body weight.
Okay. And again, What are the comorbidities that come along with the obesity so we can consider him a good fit or a good candidate for surgery?
There's several of these, and you know, we could probably list about 30 of these comorbidities.
30 different diseases?
Yeah, 30
Oh, wow.
different issues that come about as a result of obesity. For example, diabetes. There's actually a 400% increase in type 2 diabetes in somebody that's obese.
Okay.
There's a very strong correlation there. Hypertension, which is high blood pressure, is also very strongly correlated with obesity.
Okay.
High cholesterol, heart
Right.
disease,
Okay.
et cetera. There's about 30 of these we can list, and I think we're going to be listing
Right.
them in a little bit, yeah.
Later during.
Yeah.
Right. الحقيقة برضو سؤالي لدكتور بابي راو كان عن مؤشر كتلة الجسم أو البادي ماس اندكس زي ما بنسميه. ايه هو؟ زي ما احنا قلنا ازاي بنحسبه. المعادلة كانت قدام حضراتكم على الشاشة. كل واحد بسهولة شديدة جدا يقدر يحسب حسابه أو وزنه بالكيلوجرام، ويحسب مربع طوله. يعني لو طولك مثلا 180 سنتي يبقى 1.8 تربيع، وبتحط وزنك فوق بالكيلوجرام، تحت بتحط زي ما احنا بنقول لو انت 180 سنتي بتحطه بالمتر، يعني 1.8 متر، بتاخد التربيع بتاعه وتحسبها. لو البادي ماس اندكس او مؤشر كتلة الجسم لحد 25 وزنك كويس، من 25 ل 30. يا ريت كمان نطلع السلايد رقم 4 لانه هتوري الساده المشاهدين مؤشر كتلة الجسم ازاي بيتحسب. So Courtney, would you explain to us more like the body mass index chart here?
Yes, so you can see on the slides there that a body mass index of 18.9 to 24.9, so like 19 to 25, is considered a healthy weight.
Okay.
And then if we get to that body mass index of 25 to 30, that's considered overweight. So that would be when a person should maybe start looking into getting some of the weight off.
Okay.
And then finally, a BMI of 30 or more is considered obese, or they have obesity. And that's really when the comorbidities can start to increase, like the obstructive sleep apnea or the diabetes or hypertension.
And as Dr. Barbie indicated earlier, those are good candidates for surgeries, right?
Absolutely.
زي ما شرحت كورتني لحضراتكم انه السلايد اللي موجوده لو حضرتك من 18 ونص ل 24 99% فانت انت يعني وزنك كويس، مش محتاج حاجه. لو انت مؤشر كتله جسمك من 25 ل 29 و99% فانت وزنك زايد شويه، لو او وزنك زايد شويه. لو حضرتك فوق ال 30 في المؤشر كتله الجسم فديفنتلي احنا لازم يعني نكونسيدر بروجرام هنا نشتغل على القصه دي. فوق 35 انت ديفنتلي بنفكر في حاجات. قال انه 35 لو معاها امراض تانية ممكن تأهلنا للسيرجري، او 40 فيما فوق بيبقى الجراحه بس، وهنشوف كل انواع الجراحات دي. So Dr. Babi, if you looked at the countries, the world map, so like which are the fattest country on the map and the epidemic numbers worldwide?
Well, we are actually living in the fattest country in the world, United States.
It's good to know.
Yeah, we have the highest prevalence of obesity around the globe.
Okay.
And it's very unfortunate. It might have something to do with a lot of the processed foods. There's multiple reasons that we're going to list them a little bit later on, but this is the fattest country. And if you were to look at the stats, there's about 1 out of every 3 individuals in this country are either obese or morbidly obese.
Wow, so it's 33%.
33%
Okay.
about, yeah.
And China was number 2, which was a surprise for me. I look at them, most of them are slim, so.
Well, westernization of some of these countries, like
Right.
McDonald's moving out there, or some of the fast food
chains,
moving
right?
out to, yeah.
So as a dietitian, what would you recommend, like fast food wise? What's your input? Teach our audience something about fast food.
Yes, I would definitely recommend to stay away from the fast food as much as possible.
All kind of fast food.
Absolutely, because
Okay.
we can't control the amount of fat or the amount of sodium put into those types of foods.
Right.
It's much healthier to cook at home so that we can control what goes into our bodies.
Okay. And I see, surprisingly, Egypt is number 7 here in the list, so that's something to consider for my country as well. All right. So زي ما قلنا لحضراتكم كان في إحصائية على مستوى العالم، أكتر 10 دول فيها معدل سمنة في العالم. على رأسهم تأتي الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ب 78 مليون شخص يعاني من السمنة. وبس اللي استوقفني في الفكرة دي إنه مصر رقم 7 في الإحصائية، فإحنا بقينا رانكت في حاجة، هو الحمد لله بقينا رقم 7 في معدلات السمنة على مستوى العالم، وده شيء مهم جدا. Dr. Bobby, you told us about body mass index, you and Courtney, in the beginning. So is there any relation between body mass index and mortality?
Absolutely. The higher the body mass index, the higher the mortality rate. And
we have a nice slide for it.
Yeah, if you could show that slide, you'll notice that as soon as you get to a BMI of 30, which is roughly 50 pounds over their ideal body weight,
Okay.
there's an exponential rise in their mortality rates.
Okay.
So there's definitely a strong correlation there.
So that's the slide will be shown now on the screen?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So again, if you look at the BMI of 30, which is listed on the x-axis,
Okay.
You start seeing this exponential rise in mortality rates.
Right. And the article for the New England Journal of Medicine that you told me about, what is it indicated for, like the indication for that article?
It's basically studying obesity, the impact of obesity on mortality rates. And that's basically what this journal presented to us. And it's a pretty reputable journal, pretty good study, and definitely has put out the significance of obesity and its impact on mortality all over the world.
Okay. And what causes obesity and the impact for obesity in our body systems in general?
You know, it's
because that's like any disease had its own causes, right, or
yes.
triggers.
So with obesity, it's really multifactorial. You know, you have genetic causes, you have behavioral causes. When we talk about, actually going back to genetics actually, there's several obesity genes that have been isolated, and if someone has this gene present and then they're exposed to the appropriate environmental factors and linked also with behavior patterns such as, you know, lack of exercise, poor dietary habits, sedentary lifestyle, all three of these different categories can bring about obesity.
Okay. And how it impacts your body, like body systems, different body systems, which, like, I know that's like, it needs explanation to let people understand the problem of obesity disease.
If you actually put up the slide,
Sure.
Basically it impacts all body systems.
Okay.
You know, if you start up with the lungs, okay, these patients suffer from obstructive sleep apnea. So it's a disease where when a patient falls asleep, their oxygen levels actually drop. And a lot of people don't know that. And that's significant to the extent that it could actually cause them to die, okay, due to lack of getting oxygen into the lungs. There's also pulmonary embolism, which is a fatal disease where blood clots can develop in their legs and rise up into their lungs and instantly kill them. And patients who are significantly overweight tend to be at a higher risk for developing blood clots because they're in a state of hypercoagulability. And if you're going down this list, liver disease, you know, fat can infiltrate the liver, cause damage to the liver, and eventually also develop cirrhosis.
Right.
And it's not a good thing, right? Women, a lot of younger women can suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is they're unable to get pregnant, they're unable to, their menstruation is very irregular. Okay.
And if they got pregnant and start on the heavy side, that cause problem along the journey of pregnancy too, right?
They become high-risk pregnancies as well. So, and going down the list here, cancer. Did you know that cancer is much more prevalent among obese patients? Okay. You know, all these different types of cancers like breast cancer, uterine cancer, cervical cancer, colon cancer. Wow. This obese population usually tends to be immunocompromised. Right. So their ability to fight off these malignant changes that happen over time is compromised. Okay. So therefore, they're more prone to developing all these different types of
So it's a huge
cancers.
impact on our body systems and life. And
definitely. And we're missing out on the metabolic syndrome, which is really, you know, diabetes, high blood pressure,
so they're
high
prone
cholesterol.
to diabetes more than other patients?
Much more, 400% higher
Wow.
Prevalence of diabetes among patients that are obese.
Okay.
And these three put together, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes, increases their risk of atherosclerosis, which is clogging up of the arteries. So they can clog up the arteries to the heart, and they can end up with a heart attack. They can clog up the arteries to the brain. They can end up with a stroke.
So basically it messes everybody up, like
Yes.
every single system.
Every single system, yes.
اوكي الحقيقه سؤالي للدكتور بابي راو كان عن ايه اسباب او مسببات السمنه بشكل عام. قال لي في جزء منها جينات بنتولد بيها، في جزء منها سلوكي، الطريقه اللي احنا بناكل بيها، وزي ما قالت كورتني عن الفاست فود والكلام ده مهم جدا ان احنا نقلل الحاجات دي، وجزء بيئي كمان الناس اللي انت حواليها وازاي يعني في ناس لو انت حوالين ناس بتاكل كتير عادة هتبقى بتاكل كتير. سألته كمان في سلايد حلوة جدا عن تأثير السمنة على الجسم بشكل عام وعلى أجهزة الجسم بشكل عام، فقال لي إنه السمنة بتسبب أمراض الجهاز التنفسي بشكل عام، بتسبب مرض دهون الكبد، وده بنشوف ناس كتير جدا بسبب السمنة عندهم دهون على الكبد بشكل كبير جدا، أمراض المرارة أو حصوات المرارة بشكل عام. طبعا زيادة الوزن بتسبب مشاكل في العظام والغضاريف، هناخد كل ده تقريبا في حلقة وازاي علاج الحاجات دي. بتسبب جلطات بشكل كبير جدا. معظم أمراض القلب بتيجي من السمنة لأنه بتسد الشرايين في القلب وبتعمل طبعا مشاكل كتيرة جدا. قال إنه في نسب كتير جدا من الكانسر بتبقى مرتبطة بالسمنة بشكل عام، زي الكانسر بتاع الثدي، زي الكانسر بتاع الرحم، وكانسر عنق الرحم، وكانسر القولون كمان. كل ده بيبقى مرتبط بالحاجات دي. مهم جدا زي ما انتم شايفين حضراتكم السلايد، تقريبا كل عضو في جسمنا بيتأثر بمشاكل السمنة زي ما حضراتكم شايفين، فمهم جدا ان احنا دايما ناخد بالنا من الحكاية دي. When I talk about short-term morbid obesity therapy, is it effective as a dietitian? Let's attack the dietitians here, right? Does it work?
So when patients just go on a diet or exercise, many people can lose maybe 10, 20 pounds, and then they struggle to keep that weight off. It's very common that once they get to that 20 pounds down, they stop their diet, and then shortly after the weight comes back, if not the same amount, more. Maybe 20 pounds was lost, 25 comes back.
The yo-yo effect.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so short-term therapy just with a dietitian is not as effective as bariatric surgery.
Absolutely.
Well, it actually depends. If patients it depends on their BMI. If their BMI is above a certain amount, like 30 and above, so they're 50 pounds and above, there's tons of studies out there that have shown that non-surgical methods of weight loss is just not effective. And for those larger BMIs, surgery tends to be now the standard of care.
Okay.
So
the most common question I got on Facebook now is bariatric surgery safe?
Correct.
So what can we tell our audience today about safety line of bariatric surgery?
Yeah, there's definitely a myth out there about how bariatric surgery, you have all these complications, the mortality rates, etc. It's very, very different from what's perceived out there. The reality is bariatric surgery is really one of the safest operations out there. I mean, when you compare it to a lot of the common procedures out, including like a gallbladder surgery, I mean, this is safer than gallbladder surgery.
Wow. That was a surprise for me when you told me about those like safety margins. I was like, wow, surprised.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it was not necessarily that way in the past, okay, but a lot of things have happened over time in terms of instrumentation, surgeon training, technology, and as of today, we probably have one of the best ways of performing these operations, which has made it a lot safer.
Right.
And we also understand how to manage these patients and their complications and all of that.
الحقيقة سؤالي لدكتور بابي كان عن قد ايه العمليات دي سيف والنتائج بتاعتها كويسه. الحقيقه النتائج بالنسبه لي انا كانت يعني مفاجاه كبيره جدا. لو شفنا السلايد، لو شفنا مشاكل الخطوره او اللي بتحصل مثلا مع تغيير الهبس تقريبا 93%، دكتور بابي قال لي مفاجاه انه العمليات دي سيف او اكتر امنا عن ان انت تشيل المراره. يعني ان انت تشيل المراره مثلا بتحصل مشاكل 0.7 او 7% بيحصل complications او مضاعفات، ولكن السيرجريز اللي هي بتاعه البرياتريك سيرجريز 1/10%. لو نقدر نجيب السلايد 15 ونحطها ونشوف الارقام طالعه عامله ازاي. كانت مفاجاه بالنسبه لي انه العمليات دي اكتر امنا من عمليه ان انت تشيل المراره. بتشيل المراره زي ما احنا قلنا الكومبليكيشنز بتاعتها او المشاكل 7/10% اللي هي الثانيه، وان انت تعمل البرياتريك سيرجن او جراحات السمنه المشاكل بتاعتها 1/10% فقط، مش حتى مش 1%، 1/10%. فهي عمليات بتبقى آمنة بشكل كبير جدا. مهم جدا ان احنا نعرف عن الحاجات دي، لانه ده بيورينا اهمية، يعني العمليات دي بقت قد ايه آمنة. So how is the work environment with Dr. Bobby and the staff? We'll see some videos for the staff now. So how do you like it?
I love working in the office. We make it really fun. It's a light environment. It's never a scary thing to ask the doctor questions. Questions get answered pretty quickly too. So if somebody has a problem or a complication, they can call us right away, and we get it taken care of immediately.
زي ما حضراتكم شايفين احنا النهارده انا شخصيا سعيد جدا ان انا قاعد قدام حد يعني بالقيمه العلميه دي. هنوري حضراتكم الستاف بتاع دكتور بابي ازاي بيشتغلوا، ازاي الستاف بيجاوبوا على كل حاجه. هنشوف الفيديوهات دي ونرجع لحضراتكم بعد الفاصل.
Dr. Bobby's medical assistants. I've been here for about 10 months now, so I am fairly new to this bariatric program. What I have seen since I've been here was amazing progress with the patients. I see how much their lives have changed and how happy they become after having bariatric surgery with Dr. Bobby. We always hear some good responses from them. They always say how Dr. Bobby is just a carefree person, which he really is. He's always there for his patients. He likes to make sure his patients are okay. That's why he offers himself 24/7 for his patients, so nothing goes wrong. With the patients, a lot of them are not scared to ask us questions. We're always here for them. They call us every day if they have any issues or if they have any concerns, and us as a staff, we're always here for them. If they can't reach Dr. Bobby, we're here. So I feel working here with Dr. Bobby has been a great experience. I'm happy to work for him. I love seeing all the patients so happy. Love working with the team, with the other medical assistants, with the dietitian, and Dr. Bobby himself. Dr. Bobby, you're an amazing boss. You're amazing with all your patients, and I think you should just keep up the good work that you do. Everything here in this office runs so smoothly with you and Courtney, so you're amazing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natalie. I am a patient coordinator for Dr. Bobby Bhasker-Rao, bariatric surgeon. I really enjoy working in this atmosphere. I enjoy how close you become with your patients prior to surgery and after surgery, the dramatic results that you see. One of the most things I hear from the patients is that Dr. Bobby has saved their lives. So after surgery, it's not just the weight that they lose, but it's also all the comorbidities such as high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, and their medication list drastically changes, if not altogether. Dr. Bobby and Courtney, our dietitian, and all my coworkers, we work very well together. It's a close family connection more than just work. We all help each other to help our patients the best that we can. And I've been here for a little over 4 years now, and I could not imagine myself being anywhere else. Dr. Bobby, you're the best boss I've ever had, and I am so happy that I was hired here, and I'm thankful that I am still here, and I enjoy working for a surgeon that I can say has a 0 mortality rate and 0 major complications, and it makes such an impact on our patients' lives.
Zero mortality rate, 0 complications. That's amazing. I've
Yes.
never seen it that in a surgery, like surgery field.
Yes. So we've been doing this for the last 14 years.
14 years.
Almost 4,000 patients.
Wow.
All categories of risk. And we've maintained a zero mortality rate, and we're very proud of that.
That's amazing, actually.
Yes.
One of the questions we got on Facebook, bleeding in those surgeries, the amount of bleeding, have you ever needed blood transfusion?
So bleeding is a complication of any surgery, but with these type of surgeries and with the type of technology we have, it's very rare. It's an extremely rare complication. And you will see every once in a while a patient that might need a transfusion or two. We've never really had to take someone back to the operating room for a bleeding complication. Okay. Yeah.
زي ما حضراتكم شفتوا الكومبليكيشنز او المشاكل اللي بتحصل بعد العمليات يعني مع الراجل اللي موجود معانا النهارده بالقيمه دي زيرو، صفر، مفيش تقريبا اي كومبليكيشنز. وده شيء الحقيقه مذهل ان احنا نوصل ان احنا نستخدم الروبوتس بالشكل ده. الحاجه الثانيه السؤال اللي جالنا من هي مش عايزه تذكر اسمها، بس هي بتسال على البليدنج او النزيف اللي بيحصل اثناء العمليات دي. زي ما قال دكتور بوبي اولموست تقريبا ما فيش اي نوع من انواع النزيف، وده بيبقى شيء كويس جدا ان احنا ما بنحتاجش نعمل بلاد ترانسفيوجن. قال انه بنسبه قليله جدا، تقريبا اولموست ما حصلش معاه غير واحد بيشنت واحد في القصه دي كلها. We got another question here about the muscle tones after the surgeries. Is there any kind of like flapping? They lose the tone after surgeries?
That's actually inaccurate. It all depends. If a patient maintains compliance and if he or she follows our dietary guidelines after surgery, and Courtney does a great job in educating them on how they need to eat post-operatively, protein becomes the highest priority after this type of surgery, and specifically for that reason is to prevent any sort of muscle wasting. But that's really inaccurate as long as patients follow our guidelines and our recommendations.
And follow whatever Courtney says.
Whatever Courtney says.
Okay. الحقيقة إنه السؤال اللي جالنا على الفيسبوك إنه بيحصل ترهلات بعد العملية ولا لا؟ زي ما دكتور بابي قال، لو إحنا عملنا فترة ما بعد العملية صح وتابعنا صح مع التيم بتاعه كورتني تحديدا، ما بيحصلش أي نوع من الترهلات. بتعلم الناس إزاي تاكل، وده شيء مهم، إزاي تاكل وإزاي تعمل تمارين رياضية، وده بيبقى شيء رائع جدا. زي ما قلنا نسبة النزيف تقريبا في العمليات دي مقارب لزيرو تقريبا. So like in those bariatric surgeries, what's the long-term benefit for the patients? Like, do they get rid of their like diseases, comorbidities, and all that stuff?
Incredible. What you see compared to before surgery, there's significant improvements. Many of these medical conditions that develop as a result of the weight gain. Mm-hmm. Okay. For example, type 2 diabetes. In almost 100% of these patients, either you see complete resolution or significant improvement in their type 2 diabetes.
You're telling me 100%?
Almost 100%.
Wow.
Either complete resolution or significant improvement. Okay. And if you look at that slide, it kind of shows you in real numbers.
Slide 17.
Yes. Basically, there's definitely 76.8% complete resolution of their type 2 diabetes. Wow. After these type of surgeries. Okay. Which is pretty significant because diabetes is such a chronically progressive disease. Right. And eventually patients just die from it.
So 86 resolved and 76.8 completely resolved.
Yeah, so, yeah, exactly.
Okay. And stuff like hypertension here?
Yeah, and then the other good news is that hypertension, high blood pressure, significantly improves after this type of surgery.
Wow.
And I forgot to mention that these two comorbidities, these two complications of obesity actually resolve overnight. I operate today, and the very next day they're completely off their medications. Okay. Yes. They haven't even lost weight yet, right? But it's completely gone. So there's more than just weight loss that happens with these procedures. You know, there's all these metabolic advantages that come about. Yeah.
One of our audience here saying, how much is the weight loss, and after how long they start losing weight and see like effects for the surgery?
Yeah. So typically, on average, we see about a 70 to 75% of their excess body weight So if they're supposed to weigh 125 pounds, but they weigh 225 pounds, post-operatively after having surgery, a lot of them will lose about 70, so they're basically 100 pounds over their body weight. So the excess, the percent of the excess, which would be about 75%. So 75 pounds is what they would typically lose with this type of surgery.
75 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. الحقيقة سؤالي لدكتور بابي كان عن ايه هي الامراض اللي يعني العمليات دي بتخليها تبقى بتتحسن او تبقى افضل او هل في علاج؟ قال لي انه الحقيقة نتائج كبيرة جدا ونتائج رائعة جدا. قال لي مثلا انه امراض زي مرض السكر النوع الثاني تحديدا 86% منهم بيتحسنوا، 76% بيروح تماما بعد العمليات دي، يعني الناس بيحصل نسبة كيور. مرض ارتفاع ضغط الدم 78% بيتحسن بشكل كبير جدا، 61.7 بيتحسن تماما. هي سلايد 17 عشان بس الناس تشوف الارقام قدامنا بالظبط كده. زي ما انتم حضراتكم شايفين الجزء اللي على الشمال ده نسبة التحسن، والارقام اللي على اليمين دي نسبة الشفاء او الريزولفنج الكومبليتلي ريزولفد الامراض. مرض السكر في الخانة الاولى 86% بيتحسن، 76.8% بينتهي تماما. مرض ارتفاع ضغط الدم 78% بيتحسن، 61% الناس ما بتحتاجش علاج يعني بعد العمليات دي. الحقيقة نتائج رائعة جدا، وزي ما دكتور بابي قال انه بتحصل اوفر نايت، يعني مسافة ما تعمل عملية تاني يوم بتشوف النتائج دي. كان جاي لنا سؤال على الفيسبوك بيسأل انه نسبة قد ايه فقدان الوزن. زي ما دكتور بابي قال 75 باوند تقريبا او 75 رطل تقريبا which is equal to how many kilograms? Almost 40?
Yes.
40 kilograms.
I must make a correction though. It's the percentage. So they will lose 75% of whatever their excess weight is. So if they have 200 pounds that they need to lose,
okay,
they can lose up to 150 pounds.
Wow.
So it all depends on where they're starting. And so
زي التصحيح اللي قاله دكتور بابي، معلش هو بيفقدوا 75% من زيادة الوزن اللي عندهم. قال لي في ناس بتفقد لحد 150 pounds أو 150 رطل، وده مكافئ تقريبا لحوالي 80 كيلو أو 90 كيلو بتفقده على العمليات دي بس، يعني 80 كيلو فقدان وزن. And how fast it is? Within how long they lose?
So typically they will lose 50% of what they need to lose in the first 6 months. So
okay,
if they have 200 pounds to lose, they'll probably lose up to 100 pounds in the first 6 months.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So زي ما قال دكتور بابي الناس دي بتفقد وزن تقريبا 50% من الوزن اللي عايزة تفقده في أول 6 شهور. فقال لي مثلا لو أنت عايز تخس 100 كيلو خلال 6 شهور بتخس 50 كيلو والباقي بيجي على بعد كده. فتقريبا يعني عمليات رائعة. عايز أوري لحضراتكم التكنيكس اللي هو كمان بيستخدمها والروبوتس والحاجات دي، حاجات الحقيقة رائعة جدا جدا جدا. I have another question here. Is it safer to do bariatric surgery in the US, not in Mexico?
Definitely. There are regulations that surgeons in the United States, hospitals in the US, in terms of sterility, etc., that are essentially mandated. So we are set to a standard. We have to live up to those standards in order to provide quality care. And that's definitely something that we get actually here in the United States.
Okay. So زي ما السؤال اللي جالنا تقريبا، ايوه العمليات دي هنا أأمن بكتير جدا مما الناس بتروح تعملها في المكسيك، بلس التكنولوجي نفسها دي مش متوفرة هناك زي هنا. سو ده مهم جدا ان احنا نعرفه عن العمليات دي. زي ما حضراتكم شايفين دلوقتي دكتور بابي وهو بيوبريت، شايفين حضراتكم الروبوت اللي هو بيستخدمه عامل ازاي. هو ما بيحطش ايده في البيشنت تقريبا، زي ما حضراتكم شايفين كل اللي هو بيعمله انه بيشتغل على الروبوت. وهنشوف من الناحية التانية بقية الجزء التاني من الروبوت وهو بيشتغل على الجسم بتاع البيشنتس. So here when we see those pictures, how big is your team and their specialties and what they're doing and all that stuff? Would you explain to us more like what's going on here?
Like in the operating room, we have a team of doctors as well as assistants, as well as the scrub tech. So essentially, A typical OR room will have an anesthesiologist who manages the patient while they're asleep. You know, they're under general anesthesia, so he manages the patient and makes sure that they're safe throughout the procedure. Then you have an assistant who's essentially like the surgeon's second hand that actually is there assisting you. Then you have another person that actually hands over the instrumentation.
We see here the robot operating on the patient.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. So it's actually the robot doing whatever the surgeon is doing.
Right.
So if you saw earlier part of this video, I'm actually sitting down and I am controlling the entire robot. It's basically remote control, but it's a lot more precise. So when I look in that monitor there, I'm seeing everything in 3 dimensions inside the patient.
3 dimensions.
In 3D, as opposed to 2D laparoscopically. So, and then based on that image, which is a lot more pristine, I'm able to do delicate surgery, dissect, sew, do everything I need to do in the most precise and safe manner.
And that decreases the bleeding, of course.
And of course, less bleeding because we can see better.
Right.
So surgeon that sees better does better. And with the robotic, the other thing that I forgot to mention is the surgeon is also assisting himself.
Okay.
He's given 4 arms. The robot has 4 arms. So you're essentially
so 4 people are operating at the same time.
Yes, you're essentially assisting yourself, which is probably the ideal situation in every type of surgery.
So you mentioned 3D versus 2D.
Yes.
What's the difference between laparoscopic?
So 2D, so
robotic.
differences between laparoscopic and robotic. Laparoscopy, the surgeon is usually standing at the bedside, and he's operating with sticks, and based on a 2-dimensional image.
Okay.
It's like watching TV and operating with sticks. With the robot, it's above and beyond that.
Okay.
You're getting a 3-dimensional image, so you can imagine what more you can see in 3D.
You're inside the
and
field,
then you're essentially inside
simulating.
the patient. And then you're not operating with sticks. The robotic arms have the wristed hand motion, and you can actually grab a needle and drive it through the tissues in any angle you want.
Wow.
So it's pretty impressive, pretty amazing. You can sometimes, and you can dissect around tissues in the most precise manner. So, which all this put together makes it a superior way of performing these operations.
زي ما دكتور بابي قال، زي ما حضراتكم شفتوا الفيديو، الحقيقة رائع جدا، وراجل يعني قيمة علمية فعلا. الواحد يبقى معاه حد بالقيمة دي. شفتوا حضراتكم ازاي وهو بيوبريت على الروبوت بتاعه. يا ريت نحط الفيديو تاني. سألته على حاجتين مهمين جدا. التيم بتاعك كام واحد؟ Again, remind me how many persons in your team?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
4,
One for
actually
the,
5.
Oh,
5
5.
people.
1 for the anesthesia.
1 for anesthesia. A nurse that circulates in the room.
Okay.
A first assistant that's assisting me at the table. And the person that hands over the instruments, which is the scrub tech.
Okay. So you forgot about Courtney post-op?
And the
She's one of the
no.
team. Oh, okay.
She's a very important part of the team before the
And
OR
after.
and after the OR.
Right.
So.
الحقيقة زي ما حضراتكم شايفين فريق العمل اللي بيشتغل هو و4 جوه أوضة العمليات. هو طبعا بيبقى متحكم في الروبوت، وزي ما قال إنه الروبوت ده ليه 4 دراعات. زي ما حضراتكم شايفين كده. بيشتغل على البيشنت وهو بيتحكم فيه من كل حاجة. في دكتور للتخدير وفي اسيستنت مساعد ليه وفي نيرس كمان. فدول ال4 المهمين جدا في التيم بتاعه. سألته سؤال: ايه الفرق بين جراحات المناظير، جراحات السمنة بالمناظير وجراحات السمنة بالروبوت زي ما هو بيعمله؟ قال لي الروبوت بيبقى 3D او ثلاثي الابعاد، فانت كأنك جوه بطن البيشنت. انما اللابروسكوبيك او المناظير بتبقى 2D بس 2 dimensions، فدي بتبقى ادق بكتير جدا. زي ما حضراتكم شايفين الروبوت بيشتغل جوه بطن البيشنت بدقه شديده جدا. مفيش تقريبا مفيش نسبه بليدنج، مفيش تقريبا نسبه النزيف بتبقى قليله جدا. شايفين حضراتكم دكتور بابي بيشتغل عليه حاجه رائعه جدا جدا جدا. فده شيء مهم جدا. I have 2 questions for you. The first one, the girl in hormones following post-operative, and the second one, and I don't want compliments in it, why Dr. Bobby stand out? Because for me, he's a hero. Like, he stands out to me.
Absolutely. So I'll start with the ghrelin. Our stomach actually makes a hormone called ghrelin. It's the hunger hormone. So when you feel hungry, basically, your stomach has produced a lot of the hormone ghrelin. It increases our hunger, but it also slows down how many calories and how much fat our body burns.
That's why I eat a lot. That hormone, right?
So after the weight loss surgery, we've removed a portion of the stomach so it doesn't create as much of the ghrelin anymore. So ghrelin levels basically flatline, and patients have a lot less hunger. And then
would you show it on the slide, slide 18, how this hormone flat out after surgery?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see the top two lines there. The first, or the middle line is just somebody eating an average diet. Their ghrelin levels spike around breakfast, lunch, and dinner. After they eat, the ghrelin levels go back down. The top line is somebody who's on a diet. Our body always tries to stay at the weight it's at, so ghrelin levels will spike higher, causing the patient to feel more hungry. And then after the weight loss surgery, the ghrelin levels have basically flatlined. That's the bottom line that's on the graph.
So the ghrelin level is not as much as after surgery. That's why the patient don't eat a lot after surgery.
Exactly.
I'll translate this and come back to you why Dr. Bobby stand out. Okay.
Gotcha.
الحقيقة زي ما أنا سألت كورتني فكرة السيرجري كمان زي ما هي قالت إنه بعد السيرجري الهرمون المسؤول عن الجوع في جسمنا اسمه هرمون الجرلين، وده اللي بيخلينا نجوع كتير. فلما بيفرز بنسبة كبيرة جدا بعد العمليات دي افرازه في الجسم بيقل. ويمكن كان معانا السلايد لو شفتوا حضراتكم الكيرف بينزل خالص بعد العملية تحت، بينزل خالص بعد العملية. فحتى افراز هرمون الجوع بيقل جدا جدا جدا. عشان كده الناس ما بتاكلش كتير بعد العملية. وده شيء مهم جدا ان احنا نعرفه انه بعد النوع ده من العمليات هرمون الجوع ما بيبقاش زي الاول. So again, what makes Dr. Bobby stand out, like out of those all bariatric surgeons?
Absolutely. So Dr. Bobby is definitely passionate about what he does and passionate about having the latest technologies. He does not want to take on a patient if he can't use the robot and do that most precise surgery for them. He's also passionate about keeping the patient safe. So patients get his phone number after surgery. If anything goes wrong or if they have any questions, they're able to give him a call, which what other surgeon would do that for you?
And to communicate with you for any consultation, your website is?
It's lightlifesurgery.com.
Okay. And does it have the phone numbers and everything?
Absolutely. And they can email or call us right from that website.
And you told me it's 1-800 or?
Oh, so we do have a 1-800 number also. It's actually not 1-800, it's 1-866 Dr. Bobby. So it's DRBOBBY. So 1-866 Dr. Bobby.
1-866 Dr. Bobby. ده الويب سايت قدام حضراتكم. تقدروا the consultation, the initial consultation is free, or how does the initial consultation goes?
So usually insurance covers the initial consultation.
Okay. So the initial consultation is covered by insurance. Okay. زي ما كورتني قالت انه الانيشال كونسلتيشن دايما بتبقى كفرد للناس اللي عايشين هنا في الولايات المتحده. بتبقى الانيشال كونسلتيشن فري وكفرد باي الانشورنس. تقدروا حضراتكم تدخلوا على الويب سايت lightlifesurgery.com تتواصلوا معاهم. دي ارقام التليفونات بتاعتهم للناس اللي عايشه جوه الولايات المتحده. عارفين انه ال 1-800 نمبر فري دايما. It's 1-866 Dr. Bobby. تقدروا حضراتكم تتواصلوا مع الارقام دي كلها. وده رقم فري. ده الويب سايت تاني lightlifesurgery.com. تقدروا حضراتكم تدخلوا تشوفوا ده دكتور بابي وهو داخل اوضه العمليات. ازاي التعقيم، ازاي بيقعد على الروبوت يشتغل. الحقيقه حاجه رائعه، يعني اعجاز علمي بكل المقاييس. الحقيقه شيء رائع جدا وشيء مهم جدا ان احنا نشتغل عليه. Now I want to show our audience some testimonials. Courtney, thank you so much. It was informative what you shared with us.
You're welcome.
And we wish to see you again on White Coat soon. And thank you so much for all what you shared with us. And thank you for your great job. You're changing people's life. Thank you so much. We'll see some testimonials for patients. And then we'll be back with one of them actually. Thank you so much again, Courtney.
Thanks for having me.
الحقيقة هنشوف شهادات حية للمرضى نفسهم وازاي العمليات دي غيرت حياتهم. معانا صورة للبيشنت اللي هنشوفه بعد شوية، هيكون قاعد معانا هنا. حضراتكم هتشوفوا الفرق ما بين الصورة بتاعته وهو موجود معانا هنا ازاي. حاجة رائعة جدا، تكنولوجيا رائعة جدا ربنا بيديها لنا عشان تغير حياتنا للأفضل. هنطلع مع الشهادات الحية بتاع البيشنتس وهنرجع تاني مع حضراتكم.
am a gastric bypass success story. I met Dr. Bobby 10 years ago for the first time, and I weighed about 250 pounds. And I scared myself out of having surgery. I waited 10 years longer, and I weighed 350 pounds. I came back and decided that enough was enough. I'd gotten to the point in my life where everything hurt. My body hurt, my heart hurt, and my soul hurt. I couldn't do anything anymore. I couldn't walk long distances. I couldn't walk short distances. I had a hard time breathing. I was type 2 diabetic with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I was afraid to sleep at night because I was afraid that I wouldn't wake up. I took my kids to Disneyland and I was afraid to get on the ride because I was afraid it would break and it would be my fault. So the surgery became the only option for saving my life and giving me a future. And I did everything that they asked me to do. I saw their psychiatrist. I went on their diet, and I went to all the appointments that were necessary, and I did the footwork, and I had gastric bypass. I'm almost 1 year out, and I'm 155 pounds down. I went from a size 28-30 to a size 10 today. I'm in a size 10. This is my old pants that I used to wear. This was me, and I could not get these buttoned or zipped. I had to wear sweats most of the time. I went from feeling hopeless to hopeful on a daily basis. I love my life today. I love that I could breathe whenever I walk. I could run. I can climb stairs. I love that I don't hurt at the end of the day. I love that I'm not crying because of the pain. I love that I could do my own yard work. I went to the movies and I was able to sit in the seat. That's a huge thing for me. Today I weigh 205 pounds. Which I have not weighed since I was 19 years old, and today I'm 34. So a whole nother lifetime since I was this small. Dr. Bobby's been absolutely amazing. 100% I believe he's believed in me, even whenever I didn't believe in me. He told me he had faith in what I was going to be, and that was really cool to think about what I could be, not what I was. They've been there every step of the way, and Courtney's been great with every bit of dieting issue that I've had along the way, and every phone call that I've made, they've answered or called me right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Dee Dee, and I'm Dr. Bobby's patient, and I just celebrated my year anniversary on April 17th, and it's been a wonderful journey. I've lost a total of 50 pounds. I started out at over 200 and a size 16. Now I'm fluctuating between a size 10 and 8 and down 150. Hopefully I will lose about 20 to 30 more pounds and be completed. But it's just been fabulous. I exercise, I eat good. The surgery gave me a starting point and a jump start to start over and begin somewhere and start on that journey of loving yourself and loving your body, embracing your journey and where you're at that time, and then just going on with that. I think it just made me a better loving person, although I've always been loving, but more loving to myself and to others, and just sharing enjoy every day in everything that you do. I'm really, really grateful for Dr. Bobby and his surgery and his team. His team is the best. Everybody has been like your friend. They almost feel like they're your family. They help you with whatever you need. They reassure you. And if you fall off, so to speak, and eat the wrong things, or you did something wrong, or you're just worried, they're always there. It doesn't matter whether it's night, morning, the weekend, they're on vacation, who knows, but they're always there to help. So just know that you've got a good team, a good doctor, great hospitals that work with Dr. Bobby, and Dr. Bobby works with them. And it's a brand new life and a brand new journey for you. I've raised my kids. I run 2 companies. I went through issues with my family, Everybody started getting healthy when I started getting healthy. So be the role model, enjoy and love yourself, and just keep moving on with life. Dr. Bobby, I love you as family, and I'm just so grateful for everything that you do and for who you are, not only with the surgery and the techniques, but also as the person that you are here in the office, visiting with us, just reassuring us and giving us that point of moving forward and continuing moving forward. You're just a spectacular surgeon and a friend, and I really do feel like you're part of our family because you've went through this for a year with me, and also I know you'll continue to go through this with me. So thank you so much. I love you very much, and hope you continue to be part of my family and my life.
Are you tired of being overweight? Do you suffer from diabetes? Do you suffer from hypertension? Do you suffer from obstructive sleep apnea? Do you suffer from hypercholesterolemia? Have you suffered from heart attacks in the past? Strokes in the past? Are you tired of being ostracized in public? Well, I have a solution for you. Robotic bariatric surgery. This can completely change your life. Hello, I'm Dr. Bhasker-Rao. I am a minimally invasive bariatric surgeon out in Rancho Mirage area. I specialize in weight loss surgery. I offer 3 different procedures. All 3 of those procedures are very commonly utilized here in the United States. One thing that's very unique about our program in that we have a dietitian, and you will get counseled on what to eat, what not to eat, and how to optimize the utilization of your tool for good weight loss.
الحقيقة شهادات من البيشنت حاجة يعني إعجازية، يعني استخدام تقريبا زي ما حضراتكم سمعتوا كل البيشنتس تقريبا حياتهم اتغيرت تماما. شفتوا السايز بتاع البنطلون بتاع البيشنت اللي اتكلمت وازاي نزلت قد ايه في الوزن. حاجات رائعة جدا من غير نزيف تقريبا. زي ما شفتوا حضراتكم كل حاجة بتتعمل روبوتيكلي. تقريبا الوحيد على مستوى كاليفورنيا اللي بيعمل القصة دي هنا، واحد من القلائل على مستوى أمريكا اللي بيعملوها. حاجة رائعة جدا، واحد فعلا حاسس إن هو متشرف إنه قاعد قدام حد بالقيمة دي. I was saying that I'm honored just to sit in front of you today and learn about this. It's miraculous work. So thank you so much for being there, changing people's life.
Thank you so much, and it's such a privilege for me to be able to do what I'm doing and
Thank you.
patients.
And we have one of the miracles today, Sean Hendrick, right? Kendrick. One of Dr. Bobby's patients, and Dr. Bobby changed his life. That's what he said. He saved his life almost. Him, and he's saying thank you for Dr. Bobby and for Courtney as well. So Sean, in the beginning, can I let you stand up, show people? I want to show your picture first, and then I would show people. That's Sean before the surgery. حضراتكم شايفين حجمه تقريبا كان قد ايه. هوري حضراتكم الشخص اللي قدامكم في الصورة ده دلوقتي بقى قد ايه دلوقتي. If you can please stand up to show people. Okay. ده شون اللي كان في الصورة قدام حضراتكم قد ايه هو سليم دلوقتي، قد ايه هو رفيع، فقد الكثير جدا من وزنه. هيكون معانا انه يتكلم ويقول ايه اللي حصل قبل العملية وبعد العملية. Thank you so much, Sean.
You're welcome.
Welcome in White Coat.
Thank you.
First time and hopefully not the last time. For more testimonials about what's going on with those surgeries, how was your life before surgery?
I've always struggled with my weight, but as I got older, it was much more hard to keep the weight off. And before I knew it, I was weighing 346 pounds.
346 pounds.
Yeah, everything hurt.
Of course.
I had type 2 diabetes. I had high blood pressure. And my cholesterol was on the verge of being high. My back hurt, my legs hurt, my knees hurt.
Every single joint hurts.
Everything hurt.
Right.
I'd go to work, and from the car to the office, I'd be in so much pain I couldn't breathe. It was kind of rough.
Did you have sleep apnea, obstructive sleep apnea?
I never had it tested, but I believe so.
اوكي. زي ما شون بيقول لحضراتكم هو بيشنت وشهاده حيه للي بيحصل في النوع ده من العمليات. كان وزنه تقريبا 346 باوند او 346 رطل. How much you weigh now?
178 this morning.
اوكي. وزنه دلوقتي 178 رطل، يعني احنا تقريبا يعني بنتكلم في حاجه فوق ال 150 160 باوند زي ما حضراتكم شايفينه قبل العمليه وهو بعد العمليه قاعد معانا دلوقتي. الحقيقه شيء اعجازي جدا زي ما هو قال. كان التنفس بالنسبه له صعب، الحركه صعبه، كل مفاصله فيها مشكله. كان عنده مرض السكر النوع الثاني، كان عنده ارتفاع في ضغط الدم، كل المفاصل بتاعته تقريبا تعباه، وكان عنده مشاكل كتير جدا. So that was your life before surgery. How's your life after surgery?
It's great. I feel like I can do just about anything. I'm riding bikes with my kids on the weekends. It's been about 25 years since I've been on a bike. I can walk, I can swim, I can get out and do all kinds of things that I couldn't do before. I'm no longer diabetic.
You're no longer diabetic.
No,
Wow.
I took my last diabetes medicine the day before surgery, and I have never been back on. I
Have you
also got
tested
rid of
your
my blood
hemoglobin
pressure.
A1C?
Yeah, I still get, on top of the checkups that I get with Dr. Bobby, I still see my primary care, so he's a little more skeptical, my primary care doctor, so we just checked it again this last week. It's all, the numbers are low.
Good. How's your blood pressure?
I haven't had to take blood pressure medicine since before surgery either.
Wow.
So
You were on high dose of medication for blood pressure? Or?
For both diabetes and I took metformin twice a day,
Wow.
as well as I can't remember the other name. And then, yeah, I took a pretty high dose of blood pressure medicine too.
So let's put it this way, you were taking two different kind of medication for diabetes.
And I also took a cholesterol medicine.
And cholesterol medicine and high blood pressure medicine. Now we're not taking
I
anything.
take no medicine, just my vitamins.
Okay. الحقيقة زي ما قال شون وهو واحد من دكتور بوبي's patients، كان عنده سكر النوع الثاني، كان عنده ارتفاع في ضغط الدم، كان عنده الكوليسترول عالي جدا، كان بياخد نوعين دواء للسكر، بياخد أدوية للضغط وأدوية كمان لارتفاع الكوليسترول. دلوقتي ما بياخدش أي نوع من الميديكيشن، بياخد بس فيتامين زي ما هو قال لأول مرة إنه يقدر يكون على عجلة ويمارس حياته بشكل طبيعي مع أولاده. حقيقة شيء رائع جدا 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 زي ما انتم شايفين حضراتكم الفرق الفظيع في النتائج. So what was is there any complication after surgery that you have to go through or anything?
For me, really none. I mean, Dr. Bobby might remember I had a little bit of constipation, which really was the worst. So I really didn't even have the pain that others have talked about. I didn't have to, when I came home from the hospital, I didn't even take my pain medication. So,
how's the consultation and post-op follow-up with Dr. Bobby and his team?
I believe they're what helps make it successful. If it's an important part of it, the knowing what you're getting ready to get into, and the education that comes with the whys and understanding how your body works after has been crucial to this. I can call Courtney, I can call anyone in the office at any time, but if I just want to check, I use the app, there's an app that I log my food and my results on. Courtney can access that. I can call her at any time and have her review what I'm eating.
So they follow you up remotely, like?
She can if
Wow.
I mean, she has access. At any given time, she can see what I'm putting on there. And I may say, Courtney, am I eating the right things? And she'll kind of counsel me that way also.
زي ما قال شان زي ما حضراتكم شايفين دلوقتي في حتى فكرة انه يحضروه قبل العملية وبعد العملية. دايما في consultations، في متابعة، في استشارات بعد العملية بيعملها مع الدايتيشن كورتني اللي كانت معانا ومع دكتور بابي في نفس الوقت. لانه ده بيبقى مهم جدا، المتابعة بعد العملية بتفرق كتير جدا معاهم. مش بس كده، كمان هم عاملين زي اب سيستم على الكمبيوتر، هو بيدخل يكتب كل بياناته وهم بيتابعوه. فشيء رائع جدا كمان حتى المتابعة بعد العملية شيء رائع جدا جدا جدا. Dr. Bobby, we got some questions here. I got a question from Dubai. He's asking about how much is the whole surgery.
So surgery, it depends. You know, if you have health insurance, they typically cover all of the cost.
Okay.
But if you don't have health insurance,
Or
that
people
offers
flying overseas from...
the typical cost is about $25,000.
Okay. زي ما قال دكتور كان معانا أسئلة الحقيقة في ناس في حد باعت من دبي بيسأل على تكلفة العملية زي ما هو قال تقريبا للناس اللي لو الناس عندهم انشورنس وعايشين هنا في الولايات المتحدة تقريبا الكوست بتاع العملية كلها بتتغطى بالانشورنس فتقريبا مفيش أي تكلفة ليها لأنه الانشورنس بيدفعها. لو الناس جاية من بره أو they're flying overseas من بره تقريبا التكلفة بتاع العملية بتبقى حوالي من 20 ل 25 ألف دولار. We have another question on Facebook. Somebody's asking, he had a familial hypercholesterolemia. His cholesterol is over 450, his triglyceride over 1300. So he's asking would such a surgery would be helpful for him?
If he is overweight or obese or morbidly obese, it will definitely make a difference, but it's not going to completely get rid of that problem because that is familial. Yes, exactly.
Okay. So, but it would help him still.
It will definitely help. Definitely get his medications lowered.
للمشاهد اللي بعت لنا من بيسأل على إنه هو عنده مشاكل جينية في الكوليسترول والترايجليسرايد زي ما قال دكتور بابي definitely العملية هتساعدك إن أنت تتخلص من جزء من المشكلة دي ولكن مش كل المشكلة بس للأمانة العلمية على أساس إنه ده جزء كبير منه جيني فمش هتبقى القصة يعني مش هتتحل كاملة ولكن جزء كبير منها هيتحل. So Dr. Bobby, what kind of surgeries that you can do robotically to educate patients about what kind of surgeries, and we'll go in details in each one in the subsequent
at a different time. So there's three very popular procedures that are out there and most accepted by our society, our bariatric society. The first and most popular one is a sleeve gastrectomy,
okay.
Which is where you, if you can put the picture up, we could probably
sure.
Explain that. It's basically where you take away the greater curvature of the stomach. So that part of the stomach to the right of the screen is taken out.
So that's the slide. So what we're doing to the stomach here?
So basically you're dividing it, separating, you're cutting away the greater curvature of the stomach. As you can see, it says excised stomach. That part is completely taken out.
Okay.
And patient is left with this banana-shaped stomach.
So that's the sleeve?
That's the sleeve gastrectomy. Okay. And there's no rerouting of intestines or anything like that. You're just downsizing the stomach.
Okay. And as Courtney said, this growth hormone goes down after those kind of
Exactly.
surgeries.
So in addition to creating a smaller stomach, you're also, as soon as you divide the stomach, you're triggering all these metabolic and endocrine changes that enable efficient weight loss and gets rid of like the diabetes and the hypertension and all these medical issues.
Okay. Do you have like what would be a good candidate for those kind of surgeries?
Anybody that's 75 pounds over their ideal body weight, okay, or 100 pounds over their ideal body weight. If they're 75 pounds over their ideal body weight, they have to have at least one comorbidity, like diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol. So those are the selecting categories and for all bariatric procedures in general.
Okay.
Okay.
So الحقيقة أنا سؤالي دكتور بابي كان عن أنواع العمليات اللي بتتعمل بالرابط دي لأن مهم جدا إن احنا نفهم إيه أنواع العمليات. زي أول صورة بنسميها تكميم المعدة أو إن احنا زي ما بنقول بالعامية بنعمل كم للمعدة. زي ما حضراتكم شايفين المعدة هي الجزء الكبير ده على بعضه. الجزء اللي على الشمال اللي هو اللون الفاتح ده الجزء اللي بيتشال تماما من المعدة. ايوه بالظبط اللي عليه السهم. الجزء ده بيتشال خالص من المعده روبوتيكلي بالرابط. مفيش اي كومبليكيشن او الكومبليكيشن بتبقى قليله جدا. والجزء اللي بيفضل اللي هو الجزء اللي على الشمال ده اللي هو زي حضراتكم زي ما انتم شايفين زي الكم بتاع اي حاجه فعشان كده بيسموه سليف او تكميم المعده اللي هو بنسميه الجاستريك سليف. وزي ما قال دكتور بابي اي حد وزنه اكتر من 75 باوند فوق الوزن اللي هو المفروض يبقى عليه بيبقى patient مناسب للنوع ده من العمليات. What's the other kind of surgeries?
The other operation is the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, which is the gold standard operation. I mean, that procedure has been around for many years, and it's done really well in terms of the weight loss as well as all the endocrine and metabolic changes. And if you hop on over to the next slide, you'll see basically what we do here is we divide the stomach.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All the way up top, so you end up with a small 1 ounce stomach, and then you reroute the intestine in such a way that you're bypassing the old stomach.
Okay.
So food never enters that part of the stomach. So you're essentially, that's why, hence the term gastric bypass.
Right, it's a bypass.
And then the intestine is reattached further down, so you still get all the acids and the enzymes coming in. So this procedure is, in terms of how it works, almost the same as the sleeve gastrectomy. It restricts the quantity that goes in, and it would also trigger all these metabolic and endocrine changes that we see after these type of procedures.
زي ما حضراتكم شفتوا النوع الثاني من العمليات او اللي هو بنسميه تحويل المسار، لانه لو رجعنا للصوره بناخد جزء من اللي هو الجزء اللي فوق بناخده نحول بيه مسار المعده، فبتبقى تقريبا المعده. How big is the stomach after this kind of surgery?
1 ounce.
1 ounce.
1 ounce.
So almost بيبقى حجم المعده 1 ounce، يعني تقريبا هجيب لحضراتكم بالظبط بالجرام قد ايه، بس زي ما السهم بيشاور ده حجم المعده. بيصغر جدا للدرجه دي، وبيعمل بيحصل تحويل مسار، والاكل بينزل من الجزء ده لباقي المعده تحت. ايوه كده مظبوط. وبتبقى المعده حجمها صغير جدا، عشان كده بنسميه تحويل مسار. ولكن بيفضل الجزء من حمض المعده والكلام ده بيعمل نفس فكره الهضم. فده النوع الثاني من العمليات. يبقى النوع الاول اللي هو بنسميه تكميم المعده او السليف، النوع الثاني اللي هو بنسميه تحويل المسار، وده بيبقى شيء مهم جدا. The third kind that you're doing robotically?
The third one is the simple lap band, which is not as popular. It used to be popular, but it's still offered out there. You basically put a silicone device right on the upper portion of the stomach to create a restriction. And when food goes down, it restricts how much goes through, but at the same time, it'll give you that feeling of fullness.
Do we have any study which one is more successful, or from your...
So I can do a comparison. So basically, with this procedure, it's typically about 25 to 40% of their excess body weight.
Okay.
With the other two procedures, it's about 70 to 75% of their excess body weight. So they tend to be a lot more successful. And the issue with the lap band is that, you know, you're only creating a restriction. You're not triggering all these hormonal changes. But with the other two, you are, which makes them more beneficial.
الحقيقه زي ما حضراتكم شفتوا النوع الثالث دلوقتي كان على الشاشه اللي هو بنسميه حزام المعده، وهو بيزيكلي بيخلق نوع من الحزام حوالين المعده، فبيقلل كميه الاكل اللي داخله المعده. وزي ما هو قال، انا سالته ايه الفرق بين الثلاث عمليات، قال انه حزام المعده اللي قدام حضراتكم ده البيشنت تقريبا بيفقد من 20 ل 40% من وزنه الزياده اللي هو عايز يفقده، بيساعده يعمل ده. النوعين التانيين تقريبا من 40 ل 75%، فالنوعين التانيين بتبقى نسب نجاحهم افضل بكتير وبتفقد اكتر من الوزن المطلوب. Sean, go ahead.
I just wanted to say something about the qualifying patient.
Okay.
There's the criteria I gave you are basically what insurance companies require.
Okay.
But if their BMI is 30 and above, which is 50 pounds over what they're supposed to weigh, there's more than adequate medical literature out there that supports performing all these type of operations on these type of patients. And
so
even
patient
more
can
so,
qualify.
Yeah, even if you're 50 pounds over, and if you have type 2 diabetes, it's definitely an option for you.
زي ما قال دكتور بابي، حتى لو المؤشر كتلة جسمك 30 فيما فوق، مش بس 35، ولكن في امراض تانية، ده بيأهلك اوتوماتيك ان انت تعمل العملية والانشورنس بتاعك بيغطيها. Sean, how's life after surgery? What can you eat? What you can eat? Like, how's your diet life?
Courtney has really drilled into me to eat a lot of protein. So
Okay.
I start with things that have protein in them first. I can only eat small portions right now. I'm 9 months out, so I can eat really whatever I want. But luckily, I broke some bad habits during it. I've kind of
Okay.
I kinda
I'm not
stay
going
away
to
from
tell
bread
Courtney.
and stuff like that. No, I broke those habits. So
Okay.
Changes
and
lifestyle.
it's with her. So I don't have the cravings I used to have because I broke a lot of that. I eat a lot of meat. I eat a lot of vegetables.
How's the chocolate and other stuff? I just want to make sure.
I no longer have a sweet tooth. I kind of broke that. So every once in a while I might take a pinch of something, but
so you still can eat
I don't
everything?
crave it like I did. I could.
There is no like restrictions or a no for any kind of food?
No, I mean the advice Courtney gives is to keep the carbs kind of low because carbs are kind of your worst enemy. But it's not been so bad. I even, you know, if we have mashed potatoes, I'll have a bite or two. The difference is a bite or two is enough for me now to satisfy that craving, and then I just focus on the protein. She drilled that into me. The protein is what is going to make me be successful long term.
And you did what kind of surgery?
I had the RMY gastric bypass.
Okay.
I want to just make a point. You know, post-surgery, typically our patients are not living to eat. They're not eating.
They're not living to
eating
eat.
to live.
They're eating to live,
Yeah.
right?
They're not living to eat. They're eating to live.
اوكي. الحقيقه زي ما انا سالت شان قدام حضراتكم ايه الانواع الاكل اللي بتاكلها، قال لي هو تقريبا بقاله 9 شهور عامل العمليه، تقريبا خسر 180 باوند من وزنه. قال لي يعني طبقا للي قالته له دكتور او اللي قاله دكتور بوبي وكورتني في نفس الوقت، انه تاكل بروتين اكتر، ما عادش له انه يرجع للحلويات زي زمان. قال بمساعده التيم كله هو كسر الباد هابتس او العادات السيئه بتاعته، دلوقتي هو حاسس انه افضل بكتير. Oh, so thanks to God and thanks to this man today, like you have a better quality of life, right?
Absolutely. I have a new granddaughter, and I'll be around to see her, so I'm really happy for that.
That's really good. Dr. Bobby, final message to your audience about bariatric surgeries and like how they qualify, like your final message to the audience.
Sure. So obesity is a disease that has really affected many people. And there is a solution for it. Now, if you've tried all types of different ways of losing weight and you just haven't been successful, surgery is definitely an option. And it's not as unsafe or complicated as they made it seem previously. In this day and age, with the better technology that we have, the better trained surgeons, the better team approach, and having all this support from all sides, you can be very successful with these type of operations. Now, in order to qualify for surgery, as long as you're at least 50 pounds over your ideal body weight, you would definitely be a candidate. And that's something I think you should look into. Our goal is to enable you to live longer and healthier lives.
And next episode, you will teach us about what kind of surgery?
Yes. Next episode, we'll go over details of these different procedures. We'll show them some animated videos so they understand how the surgery works.
Thank you so much. It was very informative. It was a great pleasure and honor to have you today in White Coat. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
زي ما حضراتكم شفتوا الفاينل مسج بتاع دكتور بوبي، على فكرة دكتور بوبي معانا 3 حلقات كمان، منهم حلقة المرة الجاية على طول وحلقتين هنعملهم الشهر الجاي. هنروح مع حضراتكم على كل نوع من انواع السيرجريز دي، هنقول لكم قبل العمليه ايه اللي بيحصل، اثناء العمليه، وهنجيب لكم فيديوز للعمليات دي، بعد العمليات شهادات حيه من البيشنتس زي ما احنا شايفين. هنمشي معاكم خطوه بخطوه في كل نوع من انواع العمليات دي، ومين اللي ينفع يعمل كل عمليه. واحد من اكبر الجراحين في المجال ده، نشكر ربنا ان هو كان معانا النهارده. زي ما قلت لحضراتكم هنمشي خطوه بخطوه في الجراحات دي. الحلقه الجايه معانا دكتور بوبي تاني هيورينا النوع ده من العمليات، وزي ما احنا قلنا كل نوع هناخده في حلقه ونوريكم قبل العمليه ازاي التحضير واثناء العمليه وبعد العمليه. كان شيء رائع جدا ان هو يكون معانا النهارده. سعدت جدا بكل اسئلتكم، تقريبا جاوبنا معظمها لانه كان معظمها جوه البرزنتيشن. بنشكركم جدا على حسن الاستماع، ولو في اي اسئله خلال الاسبوع ده دكتور بوبي معانا تاني الاسبوع الجاي، هنستنى اسئله حضراتكم. بنشكركم على حسن الاستماع ونشوفكم على خير ان شاء الله، وحلقه جديده من وايت كوت الاسبوع الجاي.